We might get another minute. City, free kick. 15 yards inside the Arsenal half, left-hand side, 5 in. It's going to be curled in inside the penalty area, nodded clear. Aki lets it bounce, bit of indecision. Then it's played back by Bernardo Silva, all the way back towards Donnarumma. That's all you need to know about City. They've come for a point, and they're probably going to get one. Stones has stayed forward, flicks it on towards Gvardiol. The ball breaks through towards David Raya. Well, this is it. Into the 99th minute we go. David Raya punts it long. Gyökeres is chasing this one down, cleared away by Ruben Diaz. It breaks for Aki. Aki will clear. It's gone here for Savinho, who's been brought down. That's going to be a free kick to Manchester City. They are stalling towards full-time by way of free kicks.
Yeah, they are. I mean, the way they've defended, I guess that City will say that they warrant a point. I mean, it's been one-way traffic in terms of possession.
There's only one team who's
tried to win the game.
Tried to win the game,
yeah, exactly. But there is an art to defending, and I think that that City have actually defended very well today.
City take the free kick, and we are allowed maybe to slip into the 100th minute of this fixture here. Arsenal will clear. Will the Gunners get one? Late chance. Gyökeres takes it on his chest. Can't quite fashion the ball towards Martinelli. And that is full time. Well, I never thought I'd see Pep Guardiola's side park the bus, but to a certain extent they did here. Their substitutions were not from a coach who wanted to win the game. Mikel Arteta certainly did, but the Arsenal boss might come in for a little bit of criticism for maybe team selection and maybe the way that his side could not break City down until added on time. But all in all, Gabriel Martinelli's delicious lob will cancel out Haaland's breakaway opener. And 1-1 in many ways might seem fair in terms of clear-cut opportunities, but when you break down some of the numbers, Arsenal were superior in so many of them. And in the end, when the dust settles, even though it's a late leveller, will it feel like 2 dropped, AD?
Oh, it definitely feels like 2 dropped. I think that we're capable of beating this Man City side. I'll go back to the point I made. I think that they set out to be really hard to break down and to play on the counter. And they were good at both. Yeah. They were really good on the counter. They were excellent in terms of their defending. And I don't think we were brave enough. I don't think maybe the starting 11 was brave enough. He was bold, the manager, wasn't he, with the changes he made at half-time. And it definitely helped the team. And it just doesn't surprise me that a really bold, brave piece of play wins us the game. You know, Eza plays that forward pass over the top for a runner. And it's outrageously good from Gabriel Martinelli with a touch and then the little flick finish, the lobbed finish over Donnarumma. I think it's probably a fair result because I can, even though I hated watching it, I can admire the stubbornness of Manchester City, the way that they ground out a point here today. Arsenal ultimately weren't quite good enough to get the win, and we have to look at ourselves and say we have to go and find another gear to go and win games like this against teams who want to play this way against us. We take the point. It's not what we wanted. We accept it, and hopefully we learn from it.
Well, fascinating game in many respects, a real tactical battle. One team came to defend. The hosts really wanted to win, but in the end, the points have been split here as we hand you back to Nicole, Jeremy, and all of the live from N5 crew. Martinelli at the death with a late leveller for the Gunners. It's finished here. Arsenal 1, Manchester City 1.
Yes, Gabby. This is the power of the hero of the week here on Live from N5.
Yes.
Oh, I'm just going to hold this for the rest of the post-match show now. I mean, everyone, take a deep breath. Oh. Okay, 1-1.
Yes.
Look, obviously, I know we're smiling now. Of course, we'll be disappointed that we've not got the win here at Emirates Stadium tonight, but a 93rd minute equaliser from Gabriel Martinelli. We'll take that, won't we?
Well, it's the classic line, if you can't win, don't lose. And you have to take a point as a positive. It feels like 2 points dropped at times, but at the same time, we were, 3 minutes away from losing all 3. So respect to Martinelli, moment of genius from Ebbs as well. So there's a lot to be happy about and a lot to look at and see improvement come forward, you know what I mean?
Yeah, the way we all celebrated outside, it was magical, wasn't it, when that goal went in? And then you have the moment where they're checking if it's offside, and it's like, oh no.
Always got that little moment when you think, let's watch the replay before we can celebrate. But
then it's elation again. You kind of get the double celebration, don't you? Because then it's confirmed.
It's good when it works, you know what I mean?
Jez, what did you make of the second half then? I mean, we had a few chances, quite a few chances, a really good save, at least one really good save from Donnarumma as well. But yeah, what did you think overall?
Well, you obviously can't help but being a bit disappointed because City had nothing in the second half. They were just thinking, let's try to finish the game at 1-0 victory. So obviously when you see that second half just us keep pushing and try to score, obviously 1 point's better than 0, so we'll take that. But I do feel today Man City were not great at all, and I think we could have definitely won the game.
So why didn't we? I suppose what didn't go our way, Jez?
So much stuff. I think so much details. We've talked about it at half time. I think a bit more direct ball, a bit more forward run. Look how simple it was at the end. And you've got a City team trying to defend. All he needed was just a ball over the top, a great time run, and then it's in. So I think some of those needs to be a little bit more often, and not just at the end of the game when it's desperation to try to go and win. Do that more often. Do that in the first half. Do that. Direct ball. It's not ugly to just go over the top sometimes, and then with the pace we've got, we should definitely explore that more often. Yeah.
Shall we talk about some positives? Obviously, Gabby's girl. Again, he's on a roll, isn't he? But who else stood out for you or was a bright spark today
for me, it was the first time seeing Eza in that 10 kind of role, and I think he did well. A lot of the times it feels like we lack a bit of creativity going straight down the middle. It can be a lot of wing play, a lot of crossing in. It was really nice to see a goal that just was born out of a number 10, being a number 10, straight down, great pass, great finish. So that was a positive for me. Aside from the lapse in concentration, you have to look at that defence and say, once again, City had nothing going forward. Haaland, generally speaking, had a very empty game, apart from the moment of magic, do you know what I'm saying? So again, that's another positive. And do you know what? I feel like celebrating the fact that we just finished a game, as far as I know, with no injuries, which is another positive. I don't think that's happened yet, do you know what I mean? So that's another positive. Hey, we didn't lose. It's easy to be like really beaten up because really and truly, we're looking at a squad capable of winning everything. But at the same time, not losing is always a positive. So those are some of the ones for me. Yeah, and good to get some minutes in for Saka, right? See him back on the pitch. How do you guys feel? Anyone want to pick up the mic? I know we're all feeling a bit disappointed not getting the win, but still positives to take. Come on.
Yeah, look, I'm disappointed, but I think I saw two things I've never seen today. Pep going, 5-5, no one up top. I've never seen him do that in my life. So that's a credit to us. And also the risk that Mikel took. I wish they'd come earlier, but the way we set up at the end with basically 3 at the back and then one area and everyone on the pitch, I wish we'd taken those risks earlier, and I think we could have got 3 points, but I haven't seen either of those things happen before. I think it bodes well for the future.
Yeah. Anyone else? We've got Port Vale in the week.
Yeah,
We're looking forward to that.
Get some people some minutes in. I feel like when you look on the bench and there's still quality yet to come on the pitch, that's a positive for me.
Yeah.
I said to somebody at the beginning of the season, would I, gamble our Big Six record to win other games that we don't usually win? I said yes. So it looks like our Big Six record is taking a little bit of a hit. But I hope in the long run that basically means that we win games and treat, normal games against, average teams, no disrespect to them, but like with more purpose, more power. And you know what? We didn't lose, and I'm happy.
City played like Stoke in the second half. Man City. Pep Guardiola's Man City came here and sat in a low block against us and played like Stoke. I think we can be positive about this.
The only difference is Stoke have won more than 2 games this league season, so City are probably worse.
Fair enough. Yeah. I think Martinelli deserves another shout out. 2 goals in a week. I think
I'm gonna put him here, right in front of you, back where he belongs.
Over the summer, you saw Madueke come in. Madueke started at left wing this season in Martinelli's spot. You've seen Eze start games. You've seen Trossard start the game today. Arteta in the week complimented Martinelli's work ethic and the way he turns up at training, always up for it. I think the goal we saw today, if you try and picture a Martinelli goal in your head, it's that goal. It's 20 players behind him trying to catch him go through on goal and him finishing. And this is what I wanted to see from Martinelli the last couple of seasons, is more of him through the middle of the pitch, more of him running behind. And I think that was on for us the whole game. Yeah. City did put 10 men behind the ball, but they kept a high line, and it was there to be exploited. And I think Gyökeres, I want to see a bit more of that from Gyökeres. I know that we need to find his runs better, but Martinelli showed you there. If you make the runs, we will find you. Martinelli did it, and he finished. And I think for someone whose position is under so much threat this season, he's given us 2 massive moments this week, so he deserves a lot of celebration.
Absolutely, so well said.
Very well said.
Love that. Okay, I'm going to let everyone go home and process this game. Like I said, Port Vale in the week. We'll have live commentary, by the way, on that game from 7:55 p.m. So join us for that one. Guys, how are we feeling about that game? Should be feeling confident.
We didn't lose.
No disrespect.
Do you know what I mean? Oh, how are we feeling about Port Vale?
Yeah.
We should be all right, especially when you said we've not quite done it against the big 6. So hopefully that logic means we win at Port Vale. Surely. Please.
Surely.
Yeah.
You'd think so. Femi, Jez, been a pleasure. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Thanks for watching.
Exactly.
We'll be back live from N5 on the 1st of October for more Champions League action. We'll be here from 7 p.m. We'll see you there. Bye-bye.